NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big play here for Buffalo. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen steps away to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Bills 14, Raiders nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Allen. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Bills 28, Raiders nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man. Complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gregory Rousseau able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the... And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And Oliver, his 2nd sack of the night.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
36.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
5 yards remain on second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. To throw, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
49. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
49.
looking to throw. It's caught here by Adams. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. I got one.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On first down, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And the Raiders have got him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
24 is the mic. You got nothing in there. You got nothing. 24 is the mic. Hey, check.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
This is our time. Our time.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at the 22. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Keelan Cole now to return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A big play here for Buffalo.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To the air, Allen. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills head on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll look downfield for Waller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Allen off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raidersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. To throw again on second down. Allen. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play here for Buffalo. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Allen's throw is complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Flushed out right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 13. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Looking deep for Adams. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 62. Raiders 13.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there for the Raiders.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Flush to his right.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15.
And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they go down to defeat here.